In the remote village of Dunsvale, nestled between dark, forbidding woods, stood a centuries-old tavern known as the Red Moon Tavern. It was the kind of place where weary travelers stopped for the night, only to leave at first light with unsettling tales and pale, trembling faces. Despite its eerie reputation, the Red Moon remained steadfast, gripped by a mysterious allure that none could resist. Clara, a young historian with a passion for ancient lore, arrived at the tavern one crisp autumn evening. She had heard whispers of the legends surrounding the place. Among the villagers, tales abounded of eerie, enchanting entities that roamed the area, preying on the living. Clara was determined to uncover the truth and write an authentic account. "Welcome to the Red Moon," greeted the innkeeper with a smile that seemed incongruous against his dark, shadow-touched eyes. "May I offer you a room?" Clara nodded, attempting to shake off the unease creeping up her spine. As she settled into her room, she found a hidden journal beneath the loose floorboard. It was dusty and worn, filled with cryptic entries by a former guest who wrote about his growing suspicions of the strange happenings within the tavern. "Beware the moon," one entry read, "for when it turns red, the true nature of this place is unleashed." Determined to decipher the journal, Clara spent the next several days investigating the tavern's history and its guests. Each night, she would take her findings into the ancient graveyard nearby, hoping the stories were merely the result of overactive imaginations. But each night, she felt an increasingly suffocating presence, a sense of being watched from the shadows. On the fourth night, the moon rose red in the sky, casting an eerie blood-red hue over the village. This was the night Clara's resolve would be truly tested. As she delved deeper into the journal, she noticed entries about farmsteads turning barren and villagers vanishing after nights like these. Suddenly, she heard whispering voices coiling around her like smoke, chilling her to the bone. "Clara, Clara." She turned, but found nothing. The whispers grew louder and more insistent. Summoning her courage, Clara ventured downstairs to confront the innkeeper. The tavern was empty, each creaking floorboard amplifying her fear. As she approached the dimly lit bar, shadows seemed to whisper secrets of the past. The innkeeper emerged, his eyes flickering with an otherworldly glow. "I see you have found the journal," he said, voice smooth and cold. "You should not have come here alone." In that moment, Clara realized the horrifying truth. The innkeeper was one of them, a vampire who, along with others of his kind, claimed the tavern as their hunting ground. "The night is ours, Clara," the innkeeper whispered as Clara felt a paralyzing fear take hold of her. Just as the innkeeper lunged, Clara pulled a silver cross from her pocket, a fleeting hope of defense. The vampire hissed and recoiled, momentarily stunned. Desperate, Clara ran towards the graveyard, the journal clutched tightly in her hand. She knew she had to survive this night to show the truth. Clara reached the graveyard, sanctuary in sight, but the whispers grew louder, joined by the rustling of unseen forces. She stumbled upon a crypt, its door ajar. Ducking inside, she pressed her back against the cold stone, heartbeat racing. She heard the innkeeper's voice. "You'll never escape us, Clara. The Red Moon has risen, and we are hungry.